Hey guys, welcome to the module 5 of this getting started with environment variables. So in module 5 we'll discuss on the persistency of environment variables. There are two types: session-wide environment variables and system-wide environment variables. So session-wide environment variables are their lifetime is to the session, their scope, the boundary is to the user session, and then there are few environment files, important files, which we'll discuss. So let's first see the file pam.environment. So instead of doing pwd, let's do print env in pwd. So we can see this pam environment here. The main purpose of this file is to store a key value pair and then define the defaults. So the importance is that this is not a script file. This is just a file which just scores which stores the key value pair, and then so whenever a bash profile is restarted, new login terminal is set, or device manager or desktop manager or any new login is done, the values are read from here from the very first time. So as you can see, I wrote it and then I didn't set it anywhere, and it started picking up the values from there. So that's the best place where you can actually define the default values for all system environment variables. So as you could see, I used that, and now this environment variable is persistent. Now I have set the default editor to Vim. So let's discuss about the another one, dot profile. So dot profile, it's a file, and then it's a script file, and it gets executed whenever you do a new login or whenever you do a new session of a user. So it searches for the bash, and then if it sees and then it just goes and executes everything in .bashrc, or you can use this file to export environment variable. This file can be used to override the values written in the pam.environment file. So let's just override it. We already have an environment variable editor defined in the pam file, and we had the value called Vim. So now we have defined the value of an editor and we have overridden it, and then now we are sourcing it. Let's check if this is reflected. So let's just check the value first, not dollar, just use it, and then let's do the same old example, lxc profile edit. Now it should open a gedit. Yeah, cool. So we can see the gedit over here now, and yeah, sorry for that. So the precedence, it totally depends on the precedence and how we can override. And as I already told, so now there are a few other files, Selfconfig files. So first we'll see the bashrc. So bashrc is found in the home directory, users home directory. As you can see, it has so many things. It's the best place where you can write whatever you want to be executed when you start a shell or a new shell. So here we are going to do a simple demo. We are just going to print a greeting whenever you start a shell or a login. So hello, it'll do hello to a username, and we'll greet them, have a nice day. And also I want to display time and a quote. So I go quote, today's quote, and then ... and how do you execute a command inside a double quotes? So just use a symbol on tab, on a keyword. So I don't remember what's the name for this, and there is a utility called fortune. It will give you the new quotes for a day, so every time. So that's the best one. So yeah, start a new shell and you get it. Cool. This can be another good place to write down aliases. Cool. So there was a exception. It's not data, it's a date. Let's do it again. Control T again. If you do Control T, Control Shift T, both are same. It's just using opening a new terminal or new tab of the terminal. Much of testing done. Okay. Now you can use bashrc, just bashrc for aliases also. So let's go to vm.bashrc. Let's see aliases. And the search for aliases, we can see aliases. We can define in a separate file called .bash aliases, and then this guy goes to read those commands in that aliases and then execute it. So why do we use aliases? We want to use aliases to shorten our long commands. So as you might have seen that I have been using a command called lxc list, lxc config show, lxc exec, so many commands. So I just wanted to use some aliases, and then this I use the command with some parameters. It should execute. So for example, lxc exec mysql bash and lxc profile show. I just wanted to use and make an alias of these two commands. So yeah, so let's open up that bash aliases file and let's write two functions. So how do you create a function and name of a function, and obviously two parentheses. That's it. Then write a command over here, lxc exec and $1. That should be input name of the container, and then bash. Let's close it and let's go down and write function profile show and lxc profile show and the name of a profile. Cool. Let's close it. Let's source it. Done. So lexec, just to list the name, exec mysql. Cool. That's fine. And then let's use pshow. Just to recheck what is the function name. Yeah, one more thing, whenever we write the function is directly available to the terminal. Yeah, cool. So guys, now there is another file called bash history. Bash history is a file which shows the command executed by a user, and then history command reads the file and then displays it. So how do you read a bash history? You just go to vim and read it, and then one of the good way to remove it, just go and remove it. There's a bash logout, and as you can see, bash logout. Yeah, cool. So there is another environment called shell level. What is shell level? It will give you which level in the shell you are when you just terminate. You go in the first cell, you'll be in a first level. So just go to 3-4 levels, bash, and then print the same variable. So as you can see, this is the fourth bash you are part of. Yeah, cool.